I've set a goal for myself that scares me so much, and it has finally reignited my motivation to start training hard and smart again. Today I'm not only revealing this new big goal, I'm also taking you through a full day of the exact training I believe will get me one step closer to achieving something I've never even come close to achieving before. I'm coming off a period with very limited training due to some injury problems after my Everesting. It turns out that running steep uphill for 14 hours is pretty demanding on your hip flexors. So today isn't about overdoing it, it's about starting this journey in a smart and sensible way. And as you can see, I'm off the mountain and running on a road today, which might give you a clue about what my next goal is all about. I'm starting off this first session of the day with an easy 15 minutes warm-up, and then I'll be running intervals. I'll be running 2 kilometers times 6 with a 90 seconds rest. And if you know your training theory, you might already have guessed what I'm starting to train for. And yes, I'm starting to train for a road race, and specifically another road marathon. So I'll be running these intervals close to my current marathon shape, which probably is around a 3-hour finish right now. But I plan to get that a lot faster in the months ahead. So let's get this first training of the day done, and then I'll reveal exactly where and when I'll be racing and what the time goal I'm chasing. Okay, that's felt quite okay, although my muscles are definitely not used yet to this hard pounding on the asphalt. But hopefully this was not overdoing it, and if you followed my channel for a while, you know that I'm mostly a forest and trail runner, and I've always been a better runner in the forest than on this hard surfaced road. But that's actually why I want to challenge myself with another marathon. Because although I managed 2:57 earlier this spring in Hanover, I failed miserably with my training leading into that race, with sickness and injury throughout my whole build-up. And I actually only did 1 or 2 relevant marathon sessions. So this was a good start. I'm already ahead of my previous marathon build-up. And although I'm really happy with getting that sub 3 hour last time, with that limited preparation, that race completely destroyed my legs. And I felt like I had a lot more in me if my muscles was adapted to this hard surface pounding. So this time I want to do it right, and if you really want to give yourself the chance to perform at something, you need to train as specifically as possible. So that's exactly what I started doing here today. Now let's head home, refuel, and get ready for the second training session of the day, and I share my quite ambitious time goal for my next marathon as well. Okay, so it's time for the second session of this training day, and it will be strength work. And if you followed my channel for a while, you know that I'm a huge advocate for strength training, especially if you want to stay injury-free and improve your running economy. Basically meaning that you can run faster with less effort. And those two things, staying injury-free and having a great running economy, will be so important for me to have a chance at succeeding in my upcoming goal. During this workout I will be using the Speediance Gym Monster 2, and this is a really compact, smart home gym that allows you to do most things you can do in a commercial gym. So Speediance is also sponsoring this video, so a huge thanks to them for creating this awesome product. Because having this here has been so valuable and such a time saver for me. And this smart home gym will play a really important part in my training over the upcoming months. So first up, 10 minutes of rowing as warm-up, and this machine doubles up as a rowing machine as well. which I really like to do as a warm-up before strength work. Okay, so let's get in and talk about my big goal while I'm rowing here on a beautiful lake as well. So the marathon I'll be running is the Valencia marathon in December, which gives me 5 months to train and see if I can get this trail adapted legs adapted to running a fast marathon on the road. And as mentioned, I ran a 2:57 in Hanover earlier this year. And that race completely shattered my legs. So when I thought about my next goal, a sub 250 seemed like a realistic goal. But honestly, it didn't really motivate me. So I know that with some specific training, a sub 250 should be quite doable for me. And I always say that a goal should feel close to impossible for you to really get motivated. So then I started thinking about a sub 245, and that really triggered me. That's the kind of goal that gets me excited to train hard and stay disciplined. Warm up done. So in order to be able to hit that goal, I really need to nail my training, stay healthy and remain injury free. But that's what a goal should do. It should scare you a little bit and motivate you a lot to put in the work. And I really missed working towards a goal. And while I'm no longer an elite athlete and have other life priorities that are way more important, like my kids and work, I realized that the process of training for something gives me so much joy, and as long as I don't overdo it, it can give me a lot of energy to all of those other way more important aspects of my life. And the road marathon is still something I can become better in than ever before, and that motivates me a lot to start thinking like an athlete again and actually prioritize my health and training. And sure, maybe I end up sick or injured just like before my last marathon, but at least I'm determined to do everything I can to get to that start line in Valencia as prepared as possible. Now, in order to do that, I really need to strengthen some weak links of my body, like my calves. And calf raises is such an important exercise for that. And I'm using this Gym Monster 2 to stay motivated for this kind of exercises. It sort of gamifies strength training by counting the reps and giving you data and power curves. So you can see your progress really easy, or you can just follow along on a workout with instructions on the big screen as well if you don't want to do your own workouts. When I do calf raises, I like to use the eccentric mode, which gives me more resistance on the way down. And this is perfect for building strength and resilience in the calf muscles and Achilles tendon. That needs to be strong for them to be able to handle a full marathon distance on the hard surface. Another thing that really broke down on me on my last marathon was my hip abductors, causing my stride to completely fall apart in the last 10 kilometers. So to strengthen this one is going to be super important as well. Need some more weight. So a really cool thing with the Speediance as well is that you have this ring here where you can just adjust the weight up and down, and this is also a huge time saver compared to traditional gym machines where you have to change the resistance manually. So think about that should be enough. Yeah, that's good. I'm finishing off this quick and effective little running strength workout with some Bulgarian split squat, and this is such a great exercise for improving that running economy. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to follow along on this marathon journey in the upcoming months. And a huge thanks to Speediance for creating this awesome machine. If you want to check out the Gym Monster 2, there's a link in the description to this video. Train smart, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.